scooter has been parked. I have no idea what that is, but it's pretty sick. And right over here is the river with a few geocaches. So let's go see what we can find. Other than this, look at that. One of the great things about geocaching, I have no idea what's in Austria, no idea what's in Vienna, I have no idea what to do, but since I'm geocaching, I'm seeing this big, massive ball thing. If you haven't traveled internationally, I want you to put yourself in my shoes for a second. That's on me for not knowing other languages, but for some reason I love doing this, and I don't know what it is. It's like geocaching. Like, I'm trying to figure out what train I need to get on. I see B, is this the train? Because it says I need to get on train B. It's like geocaching, just trying to figure out where you're going, especially if you don't know other languages. You just have to wander around and try enough things, and eventually you'll find out where you're supposed to go, or where the cache is hidden. What we have, bolts. I just gotta take this train and figure out where we're going next, because to be honest with you, I don't remember where my hostel that I booked is. I am exhausted from getting 3 hours of sleep, but I think we're just gonna go find some geocaches. What do you think? You might be used to seeing regular graffiti, but have you ever seen Pac-Man graffiti? While I was buying my ticket for the train, I missed the train, so I gotta wait another hour, but I guess I'll find some food to eat. Trying a second time, hopefully I can get on the train to then get on the bus to then walk a half a mile to find about 6 or 7 geocaches that all have over 100 favorite points. SOS. Drunken. In the midst of me vlogging, not knowing where to go, I missed the train by 15 seconds. So 2-hour delay so far. I wouldn't really care that much if I had more than 36 hours here and a ton of amazing caches to find. Now I'm gonna go find one close to the train station. Trying out a new microphone right now because the wind was an issue the last time I was doing some vlogs. I think I just found my first cache in Europe. I actually just showed up here. Didn't use the hint. I didn't translate the description because remember, everything's in German. But I was just looking around. I probably spent 30 seconds, and right down here you can see the tennis ball, and it makes sense because there's a massive tennis racket up here because there's a bunch of tennis courts near us. First geocache in Europe of all time, but I did find that the log was a little ruined. I have a few extra logs just for this circumstance so I could replace them. Right here we have my geocaching repair kit. We got a few extra logs in here, some tape, lackeys, and even a spare pencil, but I think this log will do just fine. We are successful finding cache number 1, but there's a part of Vienna that has like 10 or 15 caches that all have 500 plus favorite points. I'm gonna take the train over there. We're gonna find a lot of caches before it gets dark. We've got 3 hours. Let's see how many we can find. And I've officially missed the 3rd train of the day. Starting out hot, going to the hostel. We'll find some other caches. Hey, that looks a little suspicious. Nope. Hey, we've had some mishaps today. There's no doubt about it. The trains were missed. I'm a little rusty. Traveling in Europe's a lot different than traveling in the US, and it's been 5 years. I'm walking to my hostel right now. I just got off the train. We've got about a quarter mile left, or should I say like half a kilometer left. Check into the hostel, regroup a little bit, maybe charge our things. I have checked into the beautiful hostel. Right now, I'm the only one here. You can see it's spacious, luxurious, everything you need. Not really, it just has a bed. And that's all I need. My feet are way too sore to continue on with the Berg, so I'm throwing on some tennis shoes. Then I'm probably gonna take a scooter out to see how many we can find this evening. You know what they say, when in Vienna, ride a scooter, and that's what we're gonna do. Might not seem like it, but we are getting more in a groove by the second. We got limes, we got birds, scooters everywhere, and now we can get to geocaches way faster. Let's get it. Looking for a cache over here. Couldn't find it under. I think Europe's gonna be hard. These are gonna be different. Actually, the first place I looked, up here, it's not that either. I looked on both sides of the street, couldn't find it anywhere. Probably been here for 15 minutes. Saw the activity, said it was somewhere near this box. I kept looking all around it. Then I reached under this, and there's the cache. This was only a 2 difficulty, very tricky. I love this one. On to the next. I realized that I actually did forget something pretty important. I forgot a pair of tweezers. Right now, we're heading towards a 3 difficulty cache right on the river. We're about 0.1 miles away, or 0.2 kilometers, whichever you prefer. Hopefully it doesn't take us 30 minutes to find like some 3 difficulty caches do. And the reason I say that is I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, and there are 3 caches in the area right next to the river that I want to find before it gets dark in about an hour. Trying to not translate to read the hint or activity. I'm just trying to do hard mode. Thinking these bricks look like a pretty convincing spot to hide a cache. I actually have not found it yet. I'm just throwing things out there. One of the tricky parts of this cache, and maybe the reason that it's a 3, it on this level or down below. This is one of the hard parts about geocaching. You don't know how high in elevation it is. I've searched just about everywhere I can up here. I'm thinking right down there might be the spot. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah, I guess that I said we'd be next to the river. There it is. Pretty cool color. Don't know if it's dirty or clean, but we're coming right off the Swiss mountains over here. And I said Swiss mountains, it's the Swiss Alps. Nice. I remember there being a lot of graffiti in Europe last time I was here, but I didn't remember being this much. Every square inch. I'm feeling good about right here. I was literally seconds away from walking away. I was sitting right over there, 40 minutes here, other caches to find, starting to get dark, about to walk away, and I noticed one thing looked out of place. It was a last ditch effort. Oh, this is a great one. This is a great container. I knew Europe would challenge me. Look at how nice this log is too. What a great cache owner. I love this one. Let's go find a couple more. Now we just have a little walk right against this river. About 500 feet up, or should I say 200 meters up, is another cache with 200 favorite points. The last one we just found 334. When I was first looking for this cache, I saw this kind of open and I thought there's no way. And there is no way. There's not a cache inside there, but I guarantee other geocachers tried opening this, and I'm thinking we're gonna look over here and find it right across the path. Before I find it, look at all the graffiti with all the beautiful Vienna buildings in the background. A lot of people hate the graffiti, but honestly, I think it's pretty beautiful. It's a real good thing that I was admiring the graffiti, because I was looking at this closely and that's what I noticed. This looked out of place. 5 minutes into searching for this cache and I was able to find it. I always love a quick find, especially in a city with a lot of amazing caches like this. After a 40-minute search on the last one, finding this within 5 minutes, that's a W. There's one more right on the river. Let's go find it. So this one's a 1.5 difficulty. Immediately when I walked up to it, it was pretty obvious the cache was hidden somewhere in here. When I found this, it only made sense that you have to push it from the bottom to get it out from the top. I don't think I brought anything small enough. This pen is just not gonna do it. I lied, I found this telescopic pen. Let's see if this is small enough. It is, and that is how I found this cache. The sun is officially setting in 15 minutes. It's about to get dark. Let's go find one more cache before the night ends. You love to see it. Through the streets of Vienna, baby. It is a beautiful view. Look under there, and there we have the cache. Made in Austria. Right now, I'm the only one here.